Hi everyone, I'm Susan here for our next Tuesday Shelf Talk. Today I'll be talking about Garth Nix's The Left-Handed Booksellers of London. We hold this book in regular print in our young adult fantasy collection, but I think it would also appeal to adult readers as well. So the story follows 18-year-old art student Susan Arkshaw when she arrives in an alternate 1980s London in search of her father. She soon finds herself enmeshed in supernatural adventures with a secret society of booksellers with magical powers who police the mythic old world whenever it impinges on the new world, in addition to running several bookshops, of course. I enjoyed that the characters in this book are quirky and interesting. As you'd expect from Nix, they're all quite strong and resourceful people. Sometimes they're a little bit too adept to seem real, but that's all part of the enjoyment of this story. The timeline of the early 80s was interesting, although I think that older readers who were young adults at that time might get more out of it than what I did, or readers who have 80s nostalgia despite not having lived through that time. The sense of place in London feels very real, and London and the wider English countryside is an important part of the story. Nix says that he drew inspiration from the first time he visited London in the 80s, and you can see his love of that time and place shining through here. The pace moves quickly and there's plenty of action, but the world building is quite thorough too. Nix has drawn on Old English mythology and weaved it expertly into his story. Although this is billed as a standalone story, I do hope that he'll write more about the left and right-handed booksellers. This book was also reviewed by Angela as part of our Adult Summer Reading Challenge, and she said, "This was a fun read. Gotta love magical crime-fighting booksellers. How do I join?" The action was fast-paced and the characters were quirky and enjoyable. Nice references to well-known mythical creatures, but with a twist. Also, a fair few Tolkien references. Nix must be a fan. Nix has undoubtedly left this open for a number of different titles in a series along the same lines as the Percy Jackson books. Angela enjoyed it and recommends it for ages 14 and above and gave it 4 stars. So if you've enjoyed books from Nix before, or if you liked similar books like Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor, The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern, or The Reader by Tracy Chee, then this is a good choice for you. So that's The Left-Handed Booksellers of London by Garth Nix. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you again next week for another Tuesday Shelf Talk. Bye.